All right. Said Conrad Cornelius O'Donnell Odell, my very young friend who has learned to spell. The A is for ape, the B is for bear, the C is for camel, the H is for hare, the M is for mouse, the R is for rat. I know all 26 letters like that. Through the Z is for zebra, I know them all well, said Conrad Cornelius O'Donnell Odell. So now I know everything anyone knows from the start to the end, from the beginning to the close, because Z is as far as the alphabet goes. Then he almost fell flat on his face on the floor when I picked up the marker and drew one letter more, a letter he never dreamed of. And I said, you can stop with the Z because most people stop with the Z, but not me. There are places I go and things that I see that I never could spell if I stopped with the Z. I'm telling you this because you're one of my friends. The alphabet starts where the alphabet ends. What I've just recited to you is not something original to me. It comes from Dr. Seuss's latest banned book, On Beyond Zebra. And there's absolutely nothing offensive about those words. I don't know where it came from, maybe the illustrations or something, but it really talks about where you're at, graduates, in your walk, on beyond zebra. We've given you the A to Z's, and now it's time to go on beyond zebra. So we're going to go on beyond zebra. Welcome to On Beyond Zebra. Welcome to the 83rd annual Spring Senior Breakfast to honor our graduating seniors and graduate students from the classes of May and August of 2021. Also, I'd like to welcome you to the largest in-person, official, pre-approved, non-athletic, non-alcoholic event on campus in 13 months. I'm Tony Brannon, Dean of the Hudson School of Agriculture, and I'm honored to be asked to serve as the MC this morning. Actually, this is the 5th time in my 33-year career that I've done this. And I had a pretty good feeling they was going to ask me again because I heard Warren Norman talking to Dr. R, and I thought I overheard Warren say something about they needed a good speaker. I thought, okay. And then Dr. R said, but we don't have any budget. It's got to be a speaker that'll speak for nothing. I said, okay. So I was kind of bragging about that to Dr. Jackson. He said, Tony, you got it wrong. What they were really looking for was a good-for-nothing speaker. And they found it. So it's a pleasure to do that this morning. And I've been around these senior breakfasts for a long time. Matter of fact, this is 40 years ago. This year, I was a senior at Murray State. So I've seen this event a lot of different times from a lot of different angles. And I've witnessed the role of MC of this event to be 2 things. 1, to keep the program moving, and 2, to keep it light and fun. Is everybody in with that this morning? All right. So today we're going to go through the program. We got a lot of people to recognize. We're going to hear from a lot of people. We're going to recognize a lot of people, and we're going to have some fun. Using my traditional outline that freshmen in Ag have heard for 33 years, we're going to have 8 points very quickly. First, we're going to talk about medicate yourself with laughter, and that's going on beyond zebra. According to a bit of verse written by America's greatest living poet. Now, when I wrote this poem, no, not really. That's supposed to be a joke. It says, grant me a sense of humor, Lord. Grant me the grace to see a joke, to get some happiness from life and pass it on to other folks. Ethel Barrymore said the greatest step that you'll ever take towards maturity is when you take that first laugh at yourself. Have you medicated yourself with laughter? If not, this morning would be a good time to start that. So if there's something funny said, it's okay to laugh about me or anybody else, and we all got to just laugh at ourselves. So this morning, I'm going to be the master caller instead of the master ceremony. This is What Week in Kentucky. Y'all do realize the reason that we always graduate on the second Saturday is there's an event in Kentucky on the first Saturday. So we're going to have a lot of call to the post this morning. And my next point is participate. So as you hear this call to the post every time, y'all are going to follow it up by participating and going, shoes up. Okay? Here we go. Let's practice. You got to look. Shoes up. All right, so you did good. So one of my points is meditate. And as we gather this morning, we have a lot of things to be thankful for. And we need to start it out right by meditating. And I'd like to ask everyone for a moment of silence in memory of Sarah Townsend, so tragically lost this semester. If you'd join me for a moment of silence. Thank you. The invocation this morning will be given by Molly Logsdon, Executive Vice President of the Student Government Association. Molly?
Good morning. If you all would please bow your head in prayer with me. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather here today and celebrate the accomplishments of our seniors. We pray blessing over the food, that it would be nourishment for our minds and bodies, and we thank you for the hands that have prepared it. Lord, we're just so thankful for these seniors and their time here at Murray State. We pray for blessing over their futures, that you would be with them throughout the next chapters of their lives. Lord, we pray that you would fulfill each senior with hope, wisdom, and peace. It's in your heavenly name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Molly. It's always important to medicate ourselves with laughter. It's important to meditate. There's 8 of these steps, and they all end with ATE as we go through it. So the next one is appreciate. This morning, we owe our appreciation to lots of people for having this event. First, our appreciation to Dr. Todd Hill, who gave us that entertainment on the piano. Next, wasn't it good to have a Murray State breakfast? I know Phil Schooley says it was good, so let's give a round of applause to Sodexo and all the serving crew. Also, thanks to the members of the SSC and the CFSB staff for setting up the arena this morning. Thanks to our own horticulture club for the beautiful table decorations this morning, and for the dean for paying for them. We get to reuse them though. So. Thanks to members of the Murray State faculty and staff all dressed out in their beach attire this morning. Stand up in the back. And I'd especially, usually I give these scripts, but they leave out the people that really behind the scenes that put it together. I'd like to express appreciation to Miss Angela Darnell, Miss Karen Johnson, and all the staff in Dr. R's Student Affairs office. Let's give them a round of applause. Over to the side. Also like to express our appreciation to the TV crew that's here this morning for the first live stream breakfast, I bet, in history too. So welcome to those of you that are joining us. Thanks, Shasta. Thanks, Jeremy. For those of you who we have tried for 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, whatever to educate, the next point, all graduating seniors and graduate students from the classes of May and August 2021, please stand to be recognized. Graduates, that's you. That's you. Woo! Thank you. It's an honor of you. Next, we have several university guests to communicate with you. Next point. Now, I know many of you have been following the Derby and you want to know who to bet on. It's always an important topic around Kentucky. So to help us out, I engaged my legal team of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe and discovered which horses that all of our distinguished guests this morning are betting on. So as I introduce them, I'm also going to introduce the horse that they're betting on. This is my Crackerjack lawyer team has done this. First, we'll hear from our administrative team. And graduates, esteemed guests, we owe a debt of gratitude to this administrative team because without them, we would not have tolerated the COVID-19 crisis. And I'd like to express appreciation to them and introduce them. First, introducing the vice presidents. And I'd ask them to stand. I believe they're all here this morning. Miss Jackie Dudley, Vice President of Student Affairs and Financial Aid and Administrative Services. And she is betting on the horse called Hidden Stash. Next, Tim Todd, Vice President and Provost, betting on Dynamic One. And then on Dr. R. Don Robertson, Vice President of Student Affairs, betting on Highly Motivated. I'd also like to express appreciation. Let's have all of our administrative team and all our faculty and staff and deans and administrators and to stand, and students, help me recognize them. First, we'll hear from our administrative team, and I'm going to call to the post our President Bob Jackson, who is betting on, no doubter, the odds-on favorite, Essential Quality. Join me as we call to the post Dr. Bob Jackson. Shoes up.
Good job. You know, that Dean Brandon's kind of funny. He may have a second career. Hey, good morning, and thank you all for being here. This is, as you've seen, the 83rd annual senior breakfast. And there's an individual that's also, Dean Brandon, I'm sorry, a little funnier than you. He's been around a little longer than you. You're still funny. We still love you. But Mr. Bob Valentine is here. Bob has been the MC for about half of these events. And I'm a little bit kidding, but not much. And Bob, I know you're here somewhere, and if you would stand, we'd like to recognize you. You are Mr. Murray State MC. We're proud of you, and the reason I wanted to point him out, as many of you may know, he is retiring at the end of this semester. So Bob, we're going to miss you, and I look forward to negotiating with you in the days ahead in regard to your retirement contract and coming back next fall. It's good to see everyone here in person, somewhat normal. We're getting there. Be patient. It's not via Zoom. If you're like me, after 3 semesters and 14 months, I'm zoomed out, and I'm sure you are as well. And seniors, I know Dean Brandon's congratulated you, and you've reached or nearly reached a major milestone in life, and you and our students and all of our students, you're why we're here. You're the only reason that we're here. And so let's give them another round of applause, and I want to thank our students, especially after this year. There's several special guests that Chair Rhodes will introduce in just a moment, and we'll save that for Chair Rhodes, and it's good that to see him here and other regions as well this morning. Also, most of you think of the CFSB Center as a place where we play basketball, and of course it is. And it's an important facility on this campus, and it's provided us a wonderful opportunity this morning to have a nice senior breakfast in a very new normal environment, of course. But also there's some special recognition I would like to point out this morning. Senior nursing students, occupational safety and health students, nursing and occupational safety and health faculty, and many others, administrators and staff, and I could go on and on. See, the CFSB Center also became a regional vaccination center for us over the last several months. And Murray State was doing our part, an important part in helping end the pandemic for this country and this state and our community and this university. So I want to thank you, and I want to ask you to stand. About 10,000 vaccinations have been given in this facility since February, and many of you were there and played a role in regard to that. And I know many of our nursing students and occupational safety and health students are not here, but I hope a few of you are. And if you would, please stand. We want to thank you. Amy. Again, we're getting there, and through the summer and the fall, I think when we arrive back here, you'll see a very different place, and it's time for the new normal, whatever that happens to mean. As seniors, you've benefited from the help and support of many other individuals during your time here. Our faculty are dedicated and world-class professionals. Our staff are caring and helpful and make the difference in our daily activities. And I want to thank them again, our faculty and staff, who mean so much to this institution and have since the very beginning, and so much to each of you. Let's give them another round of applause. And lastly, students, as you leave these halls, please stay involved. Come back often. Help us as we advance this special place during our second century. As we end this semester and as we reflect back, the past 14 months have been very difficult. It's a period of our history which we'll always remember, good or bad, we'll always remember. And I want to thank each of you for your patience, your resilience, perseverance, and support. Again, congratulations to each of you. Best wishes and Godspeed.
Indeed, all the essential qualities of our president. And Dr. Jackson, we thank you for your steady, essential, and quality leadership during the past 14 months and ongoing. This time we'll hear from the chairman of our board, as was mentioned, and we are so fortunate that we have a rock-solid board, a rock star board with a great chairman, and it's no doubt they would be betting on Rock Your World. Welcome to the podium, Chair Jerry Rhodes.
Good morning, everybody. What a tremendous event. Maybe we're starting a trend here, starting with our band concert at the Woods Park, which I understand was a tremendous affair. So we're on a pretty good roll now, and I hope we can keep it up. And it's gratifying to also know that we're going to have 4 in-person commencements coming up soon, of which you're going to be a part of. So it's a new day at Murray State, and I want to congratulate all of you for what you've done for our university. I'd like to introduce at this time some of our Board of Regents who are here today. Here at the front table, Melanie Schimberger, our faculty regent, if you would stand. Phil Schooley, our staff regent. Leon Owens, our Board of Regent member. And Warren Norman, our student regent. Let's give them a big hand. Warren is actually wearing 2 hats today, our student regent and also a graduating senior. And we'll be thinking of him as he goes out to South Dakota. He said it was snowing last week, so I hope the snow subsides, Warren, when you get out there. Also want to introduce our incoming student regent, new SGA president. We're very happy to welcome him to our board real soon, Mr. Ian Puckett. Would you stand up, please? Be recognized. Thank you, Ian. The main message I want to convey today is just a message of congratulations and thanks to all of our graduates This has not been an easy year for any of you, faculty, staff, administration, students. As President Jackson indicated, it's been very challenging. And I think that when we look at ourselves in comparison to the other universities across the Commonwealth, Murray State has been a role model for the way we have handled this COVID-19. We have had plans put in place through the Racial Restart Protocol, and in President Jackson's frequent messages to the Regent members, and we hear from him quite often, he has repeatedly complimented the compliance and cooperation of our students. So I want to thank you for all of your cooperation and compliance together with our faculty and staff in handling our protocol, and we owe you a debt of gratitude for that. Despite the disruptions and the sacrifices you've endured as a result of this pandemic, you can take special pride that you persevered through this and you were not defeated by it. And I might even suggest that we put an asterisk on your diploma for special effort and perseverance, because this has been a once-in-a-lifetime crisis that we've been dealing with. You will all have a different kind of story to tell to your family members, your kids, your grandkids. When you look back on your experiences at Murray, you're going to have a different kind of story. And I want to tell you how grateful we are to you for hanging in there with us. Perhaps there may be a silver lining in all of this, because as you know, there have been and will continue to be many changes in the workplace protocol. Virtual meetings, working from home, etc. And just maybe you might be a little bit better equipped to deal with these changes in the workplace as a result of your experiences here at Murray State and the adjustments that you've had to make. In conclusion, I want to tell you that we exist as a university because of our students. You are the lifeblood of our university. You're the reason that we exist as a university. I want to thank you again and congratulate you for all of your achievements and the honor you brought to our university. And I want to wish you the best of success and happiness in all your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Next call to the post is Mr. Warren Norman, the president of the Student Government Association, sometimes referred to as the king of the Student Government Association, so it's no question that he would be betting on like the king. Welcome to the podium for the call to the post, Mr. Warren Norman. Shoes up.
Good morning. So I'm going to try and read from the script, because if I don't, I might get a little emotional up here. Just saying. Okay, so a little recap of our 4 years here at Murray State University. We started off our freshman year with late nights at Winslow, staying up too late for having an 8 a.m. the next morning, and maybe even being a little late for a few classes. We came here our first year dazed and maybe even a little confused. But we had a great basketball team that year and made it through our first year with flying colors. We came into our sophomore year. Maybe you started off like me with a little bit of a major change, and maybe you even hit the sophomore slim down after gaining that freshman 15. That was me too. We had a bit of a rock star this year with Mr. Ja Morant. Yeah, you can clap for that one. We even got to see him dunk on ESPN weekly, and he made the highlight reel weekly as well. This year, we also got our first taste of flex dollars and tea room. Not the tea room we may know today, but the old tea room. We had that rock star breakfast that we always loved, and we had a lunch that was actually fit for a king, Dr. Brannon. Getting into our junior year, we got to find out what living off campus was really about. This is usually when your classes get a little bit harder and the library becomes your second home. We all know what happened after this. We entered a pandemic, and at first, we all just thought, oh well, it's just an extra week or two of spring break. But we soon found out that we were going to be in a lockdown. And this lockdown came at a time when most of us were taking finals, so not really the best at all. But fast forward to our senior year, where masks are everywhere, but so are your last memories here at Murray State University. We got a statue of Racer One, and we got to come back to our beloved Chick-fil-A. Things may not be the same, but at least we're back at the place we love, and we're here for a good, happy ending. To wrap up my time at Murray State, it has been the best 4 years of my life. I've made more friends and memories, and am so grateful for how college has been to me and how it has been my home. Class of 2021, not even a global pandemic could stop you. So make the best of wherever you go next, and remember, you always have a home here in Racer Nation. God bless Murray State, shoes up, and go Racers.
Warren, thank you for speaking on behalf of the seniors as senior representative. And it's only entirely fitting at this time of year you get a lot of mementos and tokens of your years of service, mainly plaques and things, but we went a little bit further this morning. And so besides COVID, this token has been the most talked about, battered, ran over, cussed, discussed, and replaced thing in the history of Murray State University, and we finally got rid of it. So it's only fitting that we present this to you in recognition of your 4 years of service. I'm sure he will always cherish that. So. That's courtesy of the city. It's not theft. It's not theft, okay? Time for a little top 10 interlude. We typically have top 10s at senior breakfast. So you seniors, 10 things as a freshman you never thought you would hear, see, or do at Murray State. Number 1, you never thought that Zoom would refer to class instead of Zoom on over to Winslow for a salad. You never thought you'd work on algebraic problems or balance equations in your pajamas. You never thought you'd have your professor check roll by asking, if you don't mind, turn your cameras on, only to be followed by, if you don't mind, turn your cameras off. That was me. You never thought instead of tennis elbow, you'd have this new medical condition called greeter's elbow. You never thought you would say, parking is so easy. You never thought you'd hear, hey, let's go jump the speed ramps. You never thought you'd say, hey, it's a real Starbucks. Or you never thought you'd say, Chick-fil-A is open, instead of, when is Chick-fil-A going to open? And you never thought you'd say, Murray State is a football school. And last but certainly not least, you never thought that practicing Racer Safe and Healthy would involve a mask and 6 foot of social distancing. Moving right along. Next, I'd like to call to the post a real saint, and it's no doubt she would bet on sainthood. She's been here since 1976, Miss Jenny Morgan, to present the winners of the Max Carman Outstanding Teacher Award, the Jim Bauer Outstanding Staff Service Award, and the Ralph Woods Memorial. Welcome, Miss Jenny.
Good morning. In 1979, the Student Government Association presented the first Max Carman Outstanding Teacher Award. This award is given in recognition of the recipient's teaching excellence as evidenced by his effectiveness and his ability to motivate and inspire students in the classroom and outside the classroom. The 2021 Max Carmen Outstanding Teacher Award goes to Dr. David Gessler, Organizations, Communication, and Leadership. Please come to the podium. Jim Bauer Outstanding Staff Service Award. In 2003, the Student Government Association created an award in honor of Jim Bauer, recognizing a staff member that goes above and beyond the call of prescribed duty and dedication with regard to the students of Murray State University. The staff member is nominated and selected by students. The 2021 Jim Bauer Outstanding Service Award goes to Mr. Brock Rydecki, Athletics. Ralph Woods Memorial Award. In 1974, the Student Government Association presented the first Ralph H. Woods Memorial Award. This award is given in recognition of the recipient's outstanding leadership and service in behalf of the student body at Murray State University. The 2020-21 Ralph H. A. Woods Memorial Award goes to Lauren Wagner.
Congratulations to Dr. Gessler, Mr. Rydecki, and my student worker, Lauren Wagner. Next call to the post, Dr. Robertson, highly motivated. His other horse kind of dropped out. He actually had two, and the other horse is, I've been everywhere, man, and he has. Dr. Don Robertson.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations, graduates. As we've said, you've heard, it certainly has been a stressful 3 semesters, but you've persevered, and you're about to graduate. So the first thing I want to do is thank all of you for choosing Murray State University. You had lots of choices you could have gone, and you came to Murray State, and we're certainly glad you did. And I certainly hope we have met your expectations. And hope we have helped you find your passion. And I know you're going to do great things as you leave this university. And I can certainly say that Murray State University has benefited greatly from your presence on campus. So I do want to wish you best of luck in your next endeavors, whether it be graduate school, professional school, the military, or going off to work, because as I said, I know you're destined to do great things, and we're very, very proud of each and every one of you. So I do have some parting words for you from one of my favorite poets, Maya Angelou. And Maya Angelou, in one of her quotes, said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." So I want to remind you to be kind to each other, help someone in need, and congratulations on your pending graduation. One of the strengths of Murray State University is our student leadership. We have outstanding student leadership throughout the entire university through our residential college system, our student organizations, our Black Student Council, International Student Organization. The list could go on and on. But one group that I want to recognize this morning, is our Student Government Association. And the Student Government Association is very critical to Murray State University because we as administrators look to them for feedback, for advice, for counsel. We rely on the student government to let us know what you, the students, are thinking, what your needs are, and how can we better serve you. In this year's group, the 2021 Student Government Association has done an outstanding job, and I'd like to recognize them tonight. So as I call your name, if you would go to the table, President Jackson has a plaque to present to you. First of all, President Warren Norman. Executive Vice President Molly Logsdon. Vice President for Administration, Amy Krazel. Vice President for Finance, Hannah Dabb. RCA President, Emily Bell. And our Chief Justice, Gabby Waddle. This group has represented you well and have done an outstanding job, so let's give them another round of applause. I would also like to recognize the incoming executive officers of the Student Government Association. And as I call your name, if you'd please stand so we can recognize you. President Ian Puckett. Executive Vice President Molly Logsdon. Vice President for Administration, Amy Krazel. Vice President for Finance, Walter Steele. RCA President, Chelsea Jones. And the Chief Justice, Ty Allen. And we look forward to working with you during this upcoming year. There are two other groups I'd like to just quickly recognize that are very important to Murray State University. And the first of these are our international students. We have students from all over the world. We have students from over 40 countries, and they add a great deal to our university, to our culture, And these are students that could virtually have gone anywhere in the world, and they've chosen Murray State University. So if we have any of our international students in the audience this morning, if you'd please stand so we could recognize you. Thank you for being part of the Murray State family. And then the second group I'd like to recognize is a group that I can identify with because I am one of them, and that is our first generation students. And a first generation student is the first student from your family to attend college and to graduate from college. And that is a significant accomplishment for individuals and for the family. And about 47% of our students are first generation students. So if you're a first generation student like me, please stand and let us recognize you for your accomplishments. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. R. At this time, Dr. Chris Trespass will present the Outstanding Residential College Student Awards. And this goes to those students that have risen to the top, so it's no doubt that they would be betting on the horse name Helium. Dr. Trespass.
Good morning and welcome, graduates. Congratulations on your successes so far. It's been a very interesting year, and I know you're all going to go on to do great things. I'm here representing the Council of College Heads to hand out awards to those individuals who have made the residential colleges, of which you are all part of, have made them a very special community. The residential college system was established in 1996 with a goal to foster interaction, engagement, and collaboration between the faculty, the staff, and the students of Murray State University. Each of the 8 residential colleges represents a unique neighborhood community within Murray State. And in addition to being a racer, each student can also take pride in identifying as a crusader, an eagle, a raven, a hedgehog, a rhino, a lion, a terrapin, or a shark. Each semester, the residential colleges recognize the graduating seniors who, through their selfless efforts, have enhanced the experiences of the individuals of their communities. The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award recognizes excellence in the classroom, and the Outstanding Service Award recognizes unwavering support for the college and their endeavors. This semester's Outstanding Senior Award winners are, and I'll list these by college, and if I call your name, please come up and to the table over here. Dr. Robertson will help you with achieving your award. From Clark College, for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Will Lewis. Will, don't go far, because for Outstanding Service, also Will Lewis. Also from Clark College for Outstanding Service, Katie Trespass. From Elizabeth College for Outstanding Academic Performance, Ashley Huey. For Outstanding Service, Zach Harding. From Hart College, Outstanding Academic Achievement, Marie Young. In Outstanding Service, Cam Little. From Hester College, Outstanding Academic Achievement, Emily Stevens. In Outstanding Service, Grace Haney. From Regents College, Outstanding Academic Achievement is Jenna Carnes. And Outstanding Service is Christian Jones. From Richmond College, Outstanding Academic Achievement, Addie Joan Moore. From Springer Franklin College, outstanding academic achievement, Emma Kuhl. Outstanding service from Springer Franklin College, Claire Umstead and Tate Burris. And from R.H. White College, outstanding academic achievement, Thad Buchanan, and outstanding service, Mackenzie Steersman. Each residential college also selects an individual to carry the residential college shield during the student processional at commencement. That's not happening this year, right? Because of the pandemic, we've had to make changes with the way the commencement is held, right? We have 4 different ceremonies now. And so we cannot have a student lead carry the shield in at the beginning of each of these commencements. It's just not logistically possible. However, we want to recognize these individuals. We call them the shield bearers. The shield bearers are individuals who best embody the spirit, the mission, and the soul of each residential college. And so from Clark College, the spring 2021 shield bearer is Austin Martin. Love the shirt, Austin. There's nothing finer than what you're wearing right now. So, from Elizabeth College, Brooke Donnelly. From Hart College, Marie Young. From Hester College, Grace Murray. From Regents College, Evan Massamore. From Richmond College, Addie Moore. From Springer Franklin College, Claire Umstead. And from R.H. White College, Mackenzie Steersman. So again, thank you to all the students who won these awards. You have made the residential colleges something special for everyone involved. To all the graduates, congratulations. I hope you have a wonderful summer, and if you haven't already, please get vaccinated. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations. The next point in going on beyond zebras, deviate. It's time to recognize those students that have gone on beyond zebra by deviating themselves from the crowd and to recognize the who's who. By the way, I was never in who's who. I was in a member of the more illustrious society called Who's He. I was also never in the top 10. I was, however, in the part of the class that made the top 10 possible. If it had been for me, they wouldn't have been a top 10. So, Jen Caldwell, the coordinator for student conduct and special projects, and that means everything and nobody else wants to handle, to present the Who's Who certificate, and it's no doubt recognizing these students that she would be betting on a horse called Known Agenda.
Good morning. It's a long way back there, y'all. Okay, I'm just going to call off the names, and they are going to hand out certificates over there. We are not doing a group photo, though, but congratulations to everybody that was selected as a Who's Who among Murray State University students. And if I mispronounce your name, my apologies. Tamara Abu Alhaja. Emily Allen, Deanna Arnold, Lindsay Baldwin, Joshua Batson, Emily Bell, Kaylee Bold, Mara Bookout, Jonah Brannon, Connor Brown, Jackson Bushleen, Nicholas Burris, Ann Caldwell, Caitlin Clary, Cameron Clift, Logan Colvis, let some of these get up here a minute. Hannah Dabb, Aaron Davis, Hannah Dengler, Ashley Deno, Brooke Donnelly, Allie Eater, Quinn Eaton, Shannon Eaton, Ben Ebel, Sarah Edwards, Kaylee Elliott, Danielle Ellis, Zachary Ellis, speeding up a little bit, y'all, since some of them aren't here, Skylar Engelmeyer, Elizabeth Irwin, Bailey Fleshner, Abigail Fletcher, Caitlin Foster, Madison Fowler, Cade Gamble, Lillianne Greavy, Shelby Grimm, Jessica Goldner, Emily Gullidge, Elena Hammond, Carly Hankins, Madison Heath, Sierra Heldenbrand, Jody Hennon, Sydney Herndon, Jonathan Hilbreck, Cheyenne Hoffman, Nick Hortzman, Leslie Jackson, Catherine Camrad, Jessica Kinder, Emma Cool, Gabrielle Lee, Sydney Leonard, Kara Marr, Abby Melton, Hannah Mitchell, Caitlin Mollett, Abby Niemeyer, Jillian Owen, Mackenzie Perry, Phoebe Pullman, Carly Proctor, Kennedy Rayleigh, Bailey Ramage, Dakota Ray, April Riley, Annie Roberts, Sydney Roberts, Carlotta Salas, Kristen Shaw, Lane Shelton, I better slow down a minute, I got a line over there. Kendra Shepard, Dakota Shuck, Roger Skinner, Hallie Stewart, Jenna Straub, Savannah Street, Gabrielle Sullivan, Ann Taylor, Alexander Tommy, Katie Trespass, Hannah Tucker, Kayla Tyree, Claire Umstead, Katie Underhill, Mallory Unverfert, Macy Erhan, Gabby Waddle, Lauren Wagner, Lindsay Wagner, Katie Wade, David Wallace, Karina Weaver, Emily Weber, Kayla Weinacht, Olivia Wheeler, Tyler Whetstone, Kaylee White, Brian Wilhelm, Audrey Wilkins, Cassie Woolley, Matea Wyatt, and Lauren Zinzaletta. Again, congratulations to all of the outstanding students of Murray State.
Thank you. What a great group of students. And I told you we had a lot of awards to get through, and I appreciate your patience and understanding. And as we recognize them all, because Dr. Jackson, you know what you get when you got a vessel full of who's who students? Y'all know what you got? A scholarship. Next, calling to the post, Warren Edminster, betting on soup and sandwich. They have a lot of eating over in the honors program. Director of the honors program recognizes the honors diploma graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Brannon. We are certainly proud of every graduate at Murray State, and you know, it's just very cool. The degree you take away from graduation will be with you forever, and it will be a marker of the amazing work that you have done here at Murray State. We do also, though, want to recognize those students who have completed honors degrees. Honors diploma graduates not only go through a series of rigorous honors seminars, they also complete more science, math, and language requirements. They're all required to study abroad, and they all complete a senior thesis, which is defended before a faculty committee of undergraduate research. Honors focus students complete about 80% of that. So I'm going to call out the names of the honors graduates, and I'd like for you to stand, please, and remain standing until I finish going through the list. So receiving the honors diploma, we have Kayla Alsup, Deanna Arnold, Ryan Carlin, Piper Cassetto, Bailey Sissel, Caitlin Clary, Cameron Clift, Hannah Dobb, Aaron Davis, Ashley Dino, Sydney Edge, Sarah Edwards, Elizabeth Irwin, Nathan Foltz, Caitlin Foster, Lillian Grieve, Shelby Grimm, Jasmine Groves, Elena Hammond, Lufe Harder, Cheyenne Hoffman, Gabby Lee, Caitlin Lindenmeyer, Jordan Moore, Connor Nance, Allison Neal, Shayna Ojala, Mackenzie Perry, Adam Pickens, Phoebe Pullman, Megan Reynolds, April Riley, Chelsea Sams, Corey Satterfield, Kristen Shaw, Gabby Sullivan, Evan Thomas, Alex Tommy, Shelby Tylicki, Claire Umstead, Trinity Valencia, Katie Wade, David Wallace, and Lauren Zenzaletta. And completing the honors focus degree, Keith Adams, Emily Allen, Callie Anderson, Kristen Anderson, Jackson Arnold, Leah Barnes, Taylor Brooks, Logan Brown, Tate Burris, Jenna Carnes, Kaylee Chesser, Jared Crossland, Hannah Denton, Dylan Dewar, Ben Ebel, Danielle Ellis, Elaine Fitzgerald, Cindy Gilbert, Jody Heenan, Abby Johnston, Catherine Camrud, Harbor Lovin, Rose Miller, Amber Miller, Abby Niemeyer, David Price, Jacob Rogers, Christopher Stewart, Kirby Stiles, Tyler Whetstone, and Madison White. Let's congratulate all of these honors, diploma, and focus recipients.
Thank you, Dr. Edminster. Last group that we'll recognize are our veteran students. If there is any veteran in our graduating class, veterans, would you please stand? We have a pre-recorded message from Mr. Alan Patterson, the coordinator of Veteran and Military Student Success.
I wanted to take a moment and thank our veteran students for their service and congratulate those who are about to graduate. Your service and determination have been rewarded. Congratulations, veterans, and a job well done.
Veteran students, one more time. If there are other veteran faculty members or other veterans in the crowd, please stand. Any veteran, please stand. Now y'all sit down and everybody else stand and give them a standing ovation. That way everybody gets a break. We appreciate your service. And now for our top awards, I'd like to call Dr. David Gibson, Associate Professor of Mathematics, and Dr. Trey Blanco, Assistant Professor of Music, who will present the Outstanding Senior Man and the Outstanding Senior Woman Award. One more time. Shoes up.
A couple prepared notes here. I could spend probably 20 minutes introducing Alex, but I'll be as quick as I can because I know many of you are just itching to go to that next class. I've worked with Alex for the last 3 years. He's an 8-year participant in the University Orchestra program at Murray State University. He played for 4 years as a homeschool student and now has played for the last 4 years as an undergrad student. You heard his name read as a graduate of the Honors College. He's finishing with a double degree in chemistry and music performance. I know Alex mostly through playing the cello, but if you knew him, you would know that that's his third best instrument. He's going to school at Indiana University, also my alma mater, so it's very exciting to share that with him. Next year to study piano performance, and I know that he has a terrific career ahead of him. I've met a lot of musicians and worked with a lot of people in our profession in my lifetime who have, like Alex, a 4.0, who are really involved in lots of things. And the thing that Alex has that I think just is remarkable to me is his unbelievable sense of humility. For those of you that are in the department and may know him or have played with him, he's soft-spoken, he's quiet, he's very kind-hearted, but he's a terrific musician, and in more than one instances, working with him one-on-one, he just shares such a humility that I know will take him very far. He's one of the most talented students maybe I have ever worked with in my university and public school teaching career, and I don't say that lightly because I've been very fortunate to work with some outstanding students. I cannot say enough about him, but I promised I wouldn't speak for more than 2 minutes. So please help me recognize Alex Tomey, Senior, Class of 2021.
Before I announce the Outstanding Senior Woman, I have a word for the Outstanding Senior Class of 2021. The seniors I know in this class, this is truly an outstanding class. My word for you comes from the novel Emma by Jane Austen. I'm slightly altering the quote of Mr. Woodhouse. I do not like it when people graduate and go away. They should not do it. I feel that way about you seniors. I doubly feel that way about this year's Outstanding Senior Woman, Katie Wade. This Madisonville native came to campus hoping to major in sports psychology and wishing she could work for the St. Louis Cardinals someday. 4 years and 3 changes of majors later, she's graduating with a 4.0 in the double major in economics and organizational communication, econ, and orcom. During her 4 years here as a presidential fellow, she's conducted undergraduate research. Her latest project examined the relationship between the accessibility of broadband internet and the economic development of rural areas. In the Department of Organizational Communication, she served as president of their student organization. I went to one of their events. professors were talking to me during this event, telling me all the things that she had done to revitalize the student organization. I'm sure they're right about all the things that she did, but it kind of appeared to me she was really just applying the main central principle of organizational communication: better cookies, better meetings. She was also in the Honors Student Council, and she served as chair of the Public Relations Committee. She did many things for the Honors College, helped in many events. I remember one event where we had a retreat with about 20 students, and we asked Katie to come and help provide the entertainment, which was a murder mystery. You know, that's where like everybody gets a character and some people act out some things, and then you all are in character and you're going around talking to everybody and trying to figure out the mystery. And Katie helped us put that on. In fact, she wrote the murder mystery. Well, sorry to say, I did not figure out who committed the crime. I did not solve the mystery. I was sure it was the English professor. You all probably agree with me. There's just something suspicious about those English professors. All right, 4 quick lessons about being outstanding that I got from observing Katie. Number 1, outstanding people don't always have to win. I went to the intramural swim meet. She was a competitive swimmer as she grew up. She got edged out in one of the races, but it didn't ruin her day. Lesson number 2, everything does not have to come easily or automatically for you to be outstanding. In my honors math class, it can get a little rough when you get to geometry proofs. Katie did not quit. Katie did not blame. She could have said, all my other classes are going fine. This must be because this is a bad class, or because of this stupid teacher. But no, she addressed it when it was challenging. She stayed after class. She went to the board, started working problems, said, hey, help me get my thinking right on these matters. Lesson 3, outstanding people seek each day to improve, trying to hone their God-given gifts so they will be ready to best fulfill the purpose for which they've been put on this world. Lesson 4, outstanding people make you feel like you've been heard. You know how you can communicate with somebody and you're just waiting for them to get done so you can say what you want to say? But there's another way to communicate where you really focus on what the other person says, and then when you communicate back, it includes something based on what they communicated to you. I like when people listen to me like that. I've experienced it for 4 years, in person, in emails, in basically every form of communication. I like when that happens. I like it even better than cookies. Finally, a commemorative poem. There once was a student named Katie. In my class, she was afraid she was going to get an 80. But during her time at Murray State, she's just done great. We're really going to miss this outstanding lady. Katie Wade, outstanding senior.
Next, Miss Carrie McGinnis from Alumni Affairs would like to address the graduates, and of course she's betting on that horse, Keep Me in Mind.
Good morning. Congratulations, graduates. We are here. I'm going to keep this brief because I know I'm the last thing standing between you and a beautiful day. But I do want to take the time this morning to say congratulations to you and impart a few bits of wisdom. So usually I get up here and I crack a couple jokes and I talk about the Alumni Association and how I want you to stay involved and stay connected and let us know where you're going and what you're doing. And that all is true. But this morning I felt a little led to impart some different kind of wisdom on you, some hard-earned wisdom. See, I've been here 5 years now at Murray State, which means there are several of you now that I saw come in as a freshman and now graduate as a senior, and for me that's so exciting. In the 5 years that I've been at Murray State University, I have been diagnosed with breast cancer, not just once, but twice. Most recently, earlier this year. So why am I telling you this at the senior breakfast? Is it because I'm some kind of like grumpy Gen Xer that likes to take something super exciting about you and then make it awkward about me? Yes. But also, when you face your own mortality, you learn a few things, right? And one of the things that I learned is that life is too damn short. It's too short. You guys are right now about to impart upon an amazing journey. You're about to go out and do great things, and you're just on the cusp of that, so you have your whole life ahead of you. But what I want to tell you now, so you don't miss a second of it, is that life is too short. One day, you're super cute, you're a 20-something, you're wearing mom jeans, and then the next thing you know, you're a mom, and for the love of God, why are they all mom jeans? One day, you're looking back at your high school yearbook, laughing at all your friends that had a mullet, and then your child comes home from college, and they have a mullet. One day, you're at the Pike Lodge, you're checking out this super cute ASA, putting all your super fine moves on her. Next thing you know, you're at your alma mater, telling 10,000 students for the 10,000th time to put on your mask, wash your hands, and for God's sake, 6 feet people. One day, you are a Sig Ep, Jeremy McKeel. You're a Sig Ep, and you're with your brothers, and you've got this long, luscious hair that even Axl Rose would be jealous of, and you're listening to Guns N' Roses, and next thing you know, you're posting pictures of your perfectly manicured lawn on Facebook and talking about how you wish you could enjoy it, but you have allergies. So it goes by fast, am I right? It goes by fast. So I say all this to you because life is too short, and I want you to learn the lesson from me. It's cliche, I know, I get it. But life is too short to hold grudges. It's too short to judge others, to say mean things to yourself in the mirror, to doubt yourself, tolerate negativity and negative people, overwhelm yourself with regret, place blame, say, I'm too busy, or maybe tomorrow. Say, I'll do that when, or I'll be happy when. Expect or accept anything less than you deserve. Expect more back than what you put in. Harbor anger, resentment, and jealousy, or be anything less than your truest self. Life is too short not to forgive, to say I'm sorry, to say I love you, to give love freely, do what brings you joy, live your truth wherever you want to live it, wear what makes you happy, love your body as it is and yourself as you are. Eat the French fries, order dessert, but take care of your body. Hug hard, laugh harder, take calculated risks, travel the world, use all of your vacation days. Thank your parents, if you're lucky enough to still have them. Visit your grandparents, if you're lucky enough to still have them. Listen, actively listen. Do the right thing, show kindness, show gratitude, look at the stars, rescue a pet, rescue a person. Have high expectations of yourself and others. Do what you'll say you'll do when you'll do it. Ask for a promotion, advocate for a raise, ask for help, demand justice, be an ally, stand with and for those who are oppressed and underserved, show grace, make amends, be the change, hold the door, give compliments, feel content, pay it forward, and give back. And if you are looking for ways to give back, join the Alumni Association. You knew I'd get it in there. Actually, you don't have to pay to join the Alumni Association senior class because we have worked it out to where all of you have free membership in the Alumni Association. All you have to do is go to murraystate.edu/alumni, sign up, you'll get some fun prizes, and we'd love to keep you connected and have you stay involved. So with that, congratulations, racers. As was said earlier in the program by Warren, you've got through this, you can get through anything. So go out there and change the world. Go Racers.
Thank you, Carrie, for your service, and keep us in mind. That's a good horse. Bet on it. So at this time, we're through the 8 points. I started with the banned book. I'm going to finish with the most popular book, the one they didn't pull off the bookshelf, which includes a page in it that's obviously false and misleading. So when you get this book, I would encourage you to do like I do and rip it out, because it says success is 98.75% guaranteed, and it's not. It is not. Although you got a great Murray State University and you're on the road, the only place you'll find success in front of work is in the dictionary. So if I don't believe that, what do I believe? The top 10 guide to success. Number 1, let's not forget that Rapunzel was quarantined and she met her future husband. So let's think positively here. Follow your passion. Stay true to yourself. Never follow someone else's path unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path. And then by all means, you should follow it. Collected these through the years. The only thing that ever sat its way to success is a hen. It's a good ag joke there, Phil. You'll get it someday. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. Just don't back in. If at first you don't succeed, find out if the loser gets anything. All that stands between a graduate and the top of the ladder is the ladder. Life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself. Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. At graduation, you get to wear a cap and gown, but it's also a good idea to wear something underneath it. Your families are now extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of relief they are experiencing. This would be a very opportune time to ask for money. And as we conclude, we'll call to the podium for our alma mater. And I'm going to call to the post, and everybody stand and shoes up as Sierra Hildenbrand comes and leads us in our alma mater, which is printed at your table. And Sierra. Great job. Y'all practice up on that. And in honor of Dr. Mr. Bob Valentine, he would say, let's go to work, Murray State, let's go to class. And if you're late, tell them you've been having breakfast with Dr. Jackson. Have a good day.